Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to our channel. Your health are concerned. I am from Charity by name, and on the other end is from.
From Eunice. Hello, everyone. Good to have you here today on our channel.
Yeah, thank you, from Eunice, for coming to join me speak about this very interesting day. So today is the most expected day. As in, we'll be talking about women generally. This day actually coincidentally relates to another day which are being celebrated together. Today is Menstrual Hygiene Day and is observed annually. That is on the 28th of every year. Coincidentally, it actually goes with the International Day of Action for Women's Health 2022 across the world. And this day actually highlights the importance of menstrual care and also raises awareness about the social issues faced by women during menstruation and those who don't have access to sanitary pads. So this day has so much significance that we want to talk about today. And the major aim is to bring together the voices and action of NGOs, government agencies, individuals, media to promote good menstrual health and hygiene for everyone around the world. And also, this day also helps to break the silence, raise awareness, and change the negative social norms around menstrual health and hygiene. The day also provide an opportunity to engage decision makers and increase the political priority to catalyze action for menstrual health and hygiene at global, national, and local levels. So at the end of this day, we will want each woman to be empowered. So we want to create a world where no woman or girl is held back because they menstruate. By 2030, we want to actually achieve this goal, and which we want to do is to create a world where every woman or every girl is empowered to manage her menstruation safely, hygienically, with confidence and without shame. So we actually want everyone to be able to have access to affordable menstrual products of their choice, and also to reduce period stigma and social discrimination, and to actually enlighten everyone, both male and female, about basic information on menstruation. Yeah, that is all what we want to talk about today. So, from Eunice, please, I would like to hear from you about the importance of this day, and what do you think or is the basic knowledge a woman or a girl should know about menstruation? Is this something we should be ashamed of?
Thank you very much from Charity. Menstrual Hygiene 22, we are committed. So, like my colleague has initially said, this year's Menstrual Hygiene Day is focused on enlightening women on hygiene when it comes to menstruation. So menstrual hygiene basically involves not just access to sanitary materials needed for menstruation, and not just access to a private facility like the toilet, but it also involves access to other facilities like clean water and privacy, not just a toilet, but privacy in a toilet. Well, the vision of this year's 2020 Menstrual Hygiene Day, as I've said earlier, is to ensure that there is privacy, there is safety, and there is dignity of a woman, like ensuring that safety, privacy, and dignity of the woman is maintained while carrying out menstruation in a hygienic way. That is our vision for this year. So another thing with Menstrual Hygiene Day this year is our focus on the facilities that can ensure that we achieve this aim. The facilities needed to ensure menstrual hygiene is also all encompassing. a hygienic environment, private environment like the toilet that I initially said is a necessity. Clean water is a necessity because some persons will hold back because they might have access to a toilet, but it's not hygienic enough, it's not private enough. So it affects their hygiene, their confidence, it affects their confidence in what they experience as a woman when it comes to their menstrual cycle. That is why I said the facilities that are needed still, we should ensure that our private facilities, the toilets, are clean, they are under good condition. We should ensure that there is clean water supply. We should ensure that we have adequate facilities, adequate supplies of materials to ensure that we are clean, like soap for the body, for the skin generally. So this will ensure that hygiene is maintained during the menstruation. Then we also talk about menstrual health, because menstrual health is impacted by menstrual hygiene. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that when there is menstrual hygiene, I've already talked about what menstrual hygiene encompasses. When there is menstrual hygiene, menstrual health is also improved. How do I mean? There are psychological aspects. There's psychological aspect to this menstrual hygiene. What I'm trying to say is that we find out that when a woman cannot effectively remain clean and odor-free during this period, psychologically, mentally, physically, emotionally, even in terms of the health state of the woman, she is affected. She becomes ashamed of herself, even to associate with people in public. She withdraws from activities. So this implicates or impacts on her mental health generally. But if the hygiene is kept intact, then her mental health, her menstrual health in turn will also be intact. So what will also help to improve on her menstrual health is availability of certain things like medications. Medications like pain drugs, medications like medications to supplement, to replace the lost blood, like folic acid or blood builders is necessary. So basically, that's all we have to say on menstrual hygiene. Well, another thing we want to talk about is why May 28th as menstrual hygiene. Well, there is this logic to menstruation. Like on an average, it's expected that menstruation, the cycle lasts for 28 days. And it is also known that on an average, a flow cycle, the blood cycle, the menstrual period lasts for 5 days. So if you look at it logically, 28 May corresponds to 28 days that makes up a cycle and 5 flow days on an average. So that is why we have 28th of May every week as our menstrual hygiene. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, from Eunice. Thank you. You've actually done major job talking about the importance of menstrual hygiene, because there are some areas where it's a taboo to menstruate, and a lot of women lose that confidence, especially when they lack proper menstrual facilities or menstrual hygiene facilities around their area. So we will actually want to talk about the essence of safe water supply and clean functioning private toilet facilities for managing menstruation.
From Charity.
Yeah.
Before you talk about that, well, we would want to assume that everybody knows what menstrual supplies are. For example, everybody is aware of sanitary pads as mentioned, but I want us to pinpoint them, like basically spell them out. This is what we mean when we say menstrual supply. What are the supplies needed to ensure that menstrual flow is concealed?
Oh, okay. So in the markets, what you would find are the pads which is very rampant. You will see different brands of pads. So we will actually advise to actually make use of pads and change them at least every 6 hours. Long use of these pads or staying on these pads for longer hours may cause or risk the individual to some reproductive and urinary tract infections. And this is the menstrual hygiene we are talking about. So making use of this material is to change it as often as possible to actually promote menstrual hygiene. Then there are some other forms of or methods that one could use. The use of clothes, napkins are actually also allowed. Then also the use of menstrual cups
So
to use, yeah, families?
we have tampons.
Yeah, the tampons. Yeah, so but that has to be changed as often as possible to avoid risks of reproductive or urinary tract infections also. So some practices you may want to actually note when menstruating is at the change of any of these parts or material used, you are you should wash your hands after with soap, any medicated soap, just to avoid transfer of germs. That's one of the things you should take note of. Then also you should clean up, or if you have stained dresses or clothes, probably as a result of overfull or any situation at all, that has to be watched also. Feminist.
Okay, you were also talking about access to water supply.
Yes, yes. So that actually relates more to the government because as an individual, if I reside in a place where there is no clean water supply, I'm at risk of infection or I'm exposed to some infection during my menstruation, especially when I need to wash during my menstruation. So I wouldn't want to make use of an onshore water supply to wash that very delicate part of my body. And also, if that could be implemented in communities just to help the females out there who are actually passing through this stage of phase, they are adolescents, that there should be encouraged water supplies in these communities at the start of, in short, it should be implemented in communities to help females so as to avoid transfer of diseases and infections.
Yes, from charity. Well, in this act of water supply, it's just natural that when there is a thought of there is no water, someone will want to hold back. Oh, let me just stay longer because even if I go out there right now, I wouldn't have as clean water to clean up. So it is very, very important that clean water supply be available, because this will improve on the mental and physical health and health of everyone.
Yeah, and these are actually one of the challenges that females face, at least in terms of this menstrual hygiene, the importance of clean water, the importance of affordable menstrual materials. Most of these pads, and if they are not affordable, if people can't afford them monthly, they tend to use some other forms of padding, which includes the use of tissue, toilet roll, which is not even as advised because of the particles formed in this material for menstruation. So it's advised you make use of solid materials like the pads or cloths, but ensure that you change or you wash that material. And if it's a cloth, you will want to dry it under the sun. So to expose it to air and also to sunlight. So the use of these hygiene facilities and services has to be available at a price that is affordable to all people. So to help improve both menstrual hygiene, personal hygiene, food hygiene, hand washing, and anything that has to do with the promotion of hygiene entirely. So feminists, I think we've actually justified this day, and we would actually want everyone to watch this video. And um, if you have someone around you, or adolescents, or people who just enter their puberty, so you want to actually sensitize them in the use of these materials for their menstruation, and actually how to take care of themselves, or and to also encourage them. Then we will want stigmatization of menstruation to be stopped in women, especially when they want to obtain these sanitary products, or in schools or in public facilities. So we actually want to encourage women to be strong and to be empowered, and to actually know that menstruation is not a sin, it's part of what we are. We are women, so it shouldn't justify, or it shouldn't weigh down our confidence. No, it shouldn't. It's something that we do every month. We are proud of menstruating, and we have to take care of ourselves while doing this, so as to avoid infections or diseases at this time or phase of our lives. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you. And if you like this video, please go click down below, like, comment, you share, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos, interesting topics. And we'll be talking more about some other things that will interest the public. So thank you so much once again. I remain from Charity, and on the other side, from Eunice.
Charity, thank you. Good to have you here. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.